さんこんにちは。自転車男爵のお時間です。今回はですね、自転車男爵の Vlog ではあるのでございますよ。というのもね、自転車屋さんでの Vlog を皆様にお届けしたいと思います。というのもね、前回載せました動画に、どんな自転車屋さんで働いてるの？どんな自転車に乗ってるの？っていうね、コメントがございました。ね、アラスカでの雪の中での自転車乗るの大変危ないんじゃないの？とかね、そういうコメントもありました。なのでね、今回は自転車屋さんで働く人たちがどんな人たちなのか、そしてその自転車屋さんで僕が買った自転車は一体どんな自転車なのか、アラスカの冬、雪がたくさん降ってます。そのたくさん降っているところ、実際どういうね、セットアップで自転車みんな乗っているのか、というのをね、皆さんにお届けしたいなと思います。今回ね、もうね、自転車屋さんにお店のオープンからお店のクローズまで1日密着させていただいたんですね。その結果ですね、たくさんの面白いストーリーをいただきました。ただね、1本の動画にするとちょっと長すぎるということで、今回2つに分けたいと思います。1つ目はね、この自転車屋さんで働いている人たちのこと、そして僕の自転車のこと。2つ目の方の動画にはですね、この実際パンデミックになった時に自転車屋さんでの影響ってどんなものだったの？ね、自転車、多分聞いたことある人もいると思うんですけども、ね、今回パンデミックになったことによって自転車がみんな乗るようになって一気に売り切れてしまったっていうようなね、自転車が手に入らないよっていうようなね、世界的にそんなことがございました。ただ僕その時は自転車屋さんで働いておりません。このアラスカでのこのパンデミックの時の自転車屋さんの様子ってどんなものだったのっていうことだったりね、っていうのを2つ目の動画の方に載せております。ということでね、ぜひ最後まで楽しんでいっていただけたらなと思います。そしてね、チャンネル登録、いいねボタン、コメントもどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。コメントは、僕あんまりコメントは返してはいないかもしれませんが、全部見てますね。すぐに返答してなくてもね、ちょっと時間を置いてから動画の中で返答するっていうようなことがありますのでね、ぜひね、アラスカのどういうところをもっと自転車男爵に見せてほしいのかっていうのをぜひコメントの方に書いていただけたらね、僕にできることをやっていきたいなと思います。というわけで、今回は自転車屋さん、The Bicycle Shop ね、The Bicycle Shop ですよ。それでは今日も行ってみましょう。
Good morning. Alright, so today I'm doing a vlog about this place called the Bicycle Shop in Anchorage, Alaska. Hi Nathan.
You got here first.
How was the morning rain?
That was good. It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
The sunset isn't like yesterday.
Right. Every morning is different, and in Alaska nowadays sunrise is around 9:30 or 9:40, and we start here 9:45. But today, because of the cloud and stuff, it's not as seenable as yesterday, but it's cool. All right. So Nelson, you want to talk about your bicycle a little bit?
I got my bicycle. You gotta see it from the right-hand side. I'm running a Dillinger 5, which is a 4.5-inch snow tire on the back. That's probably our most popular tire we sell here. It rolls fairly fast. It's not a super aggressive tire, which is probably part of the reason I was sliding around as much as I was today. On the front tire, I have the Wrathchild, which is also just like a 4.6 tire. That's really much more aggressive knobs and much more aggressive studs, so it'll hold on. When my back tire slides around, I still have control of the bike with my front wheel. I'm running a BMW Loam dropper that this last week I proved works all the way down to minus 22, although it works about like that at minus 22. It's not very fast, but it still goes.
Uh-huh.
This type of weather, it's what, minus 3 right now or something?
I think.
So it's working fine now. And I've run a night rider lamp here and another headlight up here. So when I hit the trails, I turn this on so I can kind of see where I'm going and have a view things. Tobies.
Yeah.
These are my Dogwood Tobies, company out of Fairbanks. And this is a Revelate top tube bag with an awesome clip that opens and closes really securely. And I keep my clear eyewear in there that protects me from snow when it's too cold to, when like the snow's, the sleet's hitting your eyes and you can't ride. I have glasses in here that are kind of protection from that. And I love these pedals. These pedals are worth talking about because they're the pedals we sell in the store here, like DMR. But they're a plastic pedal with really good bearings and studs that hold on. But they're a nice shape. They like cup my foot really nicely. And they work great. And here's Amanda.
Oh, hi. Good morning.
And this is my thermometer. It's velcroed onto my top tube, so it'll tell us what temperature it is.
Oh.
There we go. That's my for bragging. It's either really stupid hot or really stupid cold. You see, I can verify it with it.
I see. All right, thank you.
Sure.
Morning.
Morning, Hugh.
Morning. So Sue.
Hello.
Lita.
Welcome to the bike shop.
Yeah. How long you been here in Alaska?
6 years.
6
so
years.
Far. So a long time.
Nice.
But this is my second full winter. So normally I'll go and do a trip during the winter. So I'm still getting used to all the snow and the dark
I see.
for me.
What kind of trip you do?
Usually bike trip.
Bike trip.
So yeah, I go just ride my bike somewhere warm.
Somewhere warm.
Where there's no snow. And then come back for like March.
Nice.
But this year, the whole winter I'll be here. So it'll be different. Yeah, it's really cold this year for November. Normally it's not so cold.
Now it's December.
Oh shoot, you're right. December. Oh my gosh, you're right.
When you go to trip, like how long do you usually go?
Usually like 3 months.
3 months?
3-4 months, something like that.
Alone or do you?
No, with people.
With people.
Yeah.
Cool.
So before COVID to Ecuador and Colombia, and then before that to like Jordan and Israel, and then before that all over. But I really like to ride my bike, so I like it better than working.
Bicycle
As
sound.
everyone does, yeah, for sure.
Because I do trip as well, and many people ask me, did you have any dangerous experience? Did you have any?
No, actually not really. The most dangerous is like the cars. Just, you know, riding on the road and cars getting close to you. But as far as people, no. Yeah, most of the time, like, you know, I just kind of try to like, if I get a sense that something is like a little off, I'll just keep going. You know, if like you're in a situation and it doesn't feel super good, I just try to like go somewhere different, you know.
Right.
But I remember one time, a friend and I, we were actually in Japan, and we were camping in this park, and this older Japanese guy had a dog, and he was like, we didn't really speak that much Japanese, and he didn't really speak English, but we were about to set up our tent, and he's like, don't set up your tent, don't set up your tent. And we're like, oh no, it's okay, it's okay. And because we thought he just didn't want us to camp there. But then in the middle of the night, all these like raccoons came out from the trees and were like circling the tent. And we were like, that's why he told us not to camp here. But it was crazy. It was just like you heard just like these little critters running around the tent. So it was super funny. But it was cool.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Amanda's been all over.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Where are you going soon?
Mexico.
Mexico. Cool.
She's leaving the winter.
So what bike are you building, Mason?
I'm just checking over this bike because it got built yesterday, and I'm not sure who built it or what stage of the build process it's in. It's probably done. It's probably in great condition, and I just want to make sure it is before it goes up door. Yeah, so, well, Shimano's are way too long. Yeah, I know that.
Your vlog today?
Yeah.
You want to feature my breakfast burrito prominently?
Good morning. Breakfast burrito.
Breakfast burrito. Hugh's important food blog. Food and bicycle.
So
By
where did you buy
Burrito
it?
Baron.
Where did you buy it?
I am not 100% certain I know how to describe where this place is. It's somewhere on C Street. C Street at some point like forks and becomes a Y, and there's a house somewhere in that fork. And my sister decided we should go there.
I see.
And so I ended up there, and it's a guy in his 50s sitting there, hanging out the window, making breakfast burritos. It was great. And he talked about the weather, and I didn't know what was going on. It's great, but I am feeling very heavy, so
Nice.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Hugh.
Oliver.
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good.
Morning, I saw Hugh and I'm like, hey Matt! Like I called him Matt. Oh. What? God, okay.
It's not even a Matt who works here. How did that work?
Because he has a friend.
What you making?
I'm making a grassy fabric that is going to go in our display cases.
Oh, that's gonna go inside.
Yeah, it's gonna go under the stems there instead of those kitchen towels.
I see.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what's your story? When did you come here?
I came to Alaska in 2019.
Where are you from?
I am originally from Ohio.
Ohio. Nice. How do you like Alaska?
I love it. It feels like the edge of the earth to me. Yeah, there's a lot of potential to explore and see things that a lot of people don't get to see.
Yeah. So you've been riding bicycle a lot in Alaska, or is that something you started when you came to Alaska, or?
I used to race road and track bikes in college, so that's when I really started riding a lot. But I remember riding a bike as a kid and growing up. I'm in Alaska. I like to ride mountain bikes and fat bikes now in the winter.
Yeah, fat bikes is a huge thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I like about Alaska. People aren't deterred by the harsh weather. You just get the gear that you need and you can ride in pretty much any conditions. And I love it. I love, like this morning, it's like 0 degrees. I get on my bike and there's other people on bikes. In other cities I've lived, it's not like that. People...
Right, so like here we have sat tires and we have gloves that goes on the handlebars and things like that. And you use any specific boots as well?
I just wear my snow boots.
Snow boots.
Yeah, they're pretty warm snow boots, but I've been advised to get bigger boots that are 2 sizes too big for me, so that I can insulate them more for longer rides. So that's something I wanna look into, is getting some bigger snow boots and then coming up with a system of insulating my feet.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, which I did, and it worked fine. But the guy's like, oh yeah, don't put your hands on your lap.
Oh. I mean, whenever you're free. Hi, Chris.
Hey.
And Amanda. So, how are you today?
Great.
Good. So, I heard you guys are going to Mexico in a couple of weeks. But what other kind of trips you've done before?
Walking away. What race car drivers walk away from
Asia, Southeast Asia.
Nice.
We rode bikes across the U.S. for a year, and then in 2019 we rode through Europe for 6 months.
6 months. Europe. Awesome. How was that?
It was great. Yeah. Probably not.
Any story you want to share about the specific moment?
But they're walking away. Well, so we had an idea to be in Spain and France and along the Mediterranean, and then we hit a heat wave. So we caught a cheap flight to the UK. And then when we got to England, everyone said, you have to go to Scotland. And I said, I don't want to go to Scotland. It's always raining there. And then we went to Scotland. And oh my gosh, like, it's amazing. Like, the mountains, the Cairngorms just go forever. And they're huge mountains with intense weather and bothies and some amazing people. And the moral of the story is listen to the advice of strangers. Sometimes they know what they're talking about.
Right. Listen to the strangers. Yeah. Awesome.
And move your campsite when you get ran out by jackals.
Jackals?
Bulgaria.
In Bulgaria, we were in a valley and jackals had found our campsite and were stalking us.
Yeah, so we had to move in the middle of the night, like at 2 a.m.
Wow.
And then we slept on the side of the road. We were tired.
Wait, what is jackal? Sorry.
Kind of like
Coyote.
a coyote.
Okay.
Out of Eastern Europe.
Cool. many people often ask to people who cyclists, and especially in Mexico, people will say, "Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, that's scary. You are brave." But have you ever done in Mexico before? Or?
We've done the Baja Divide, San Diego to Los Cabos. Yeah, we were there for like 3 months.
Yeah, I don't think
it was dangerous at all. We were treated well, and we
I don't
slept
think-
wherever we
yeah.
could find. And
so cycling's not any more dangerous than commuting on a bike. You know, the biggest danger is someone not paying attention to you. And in countries where people move by not only car, but they walk, they bike, they take buses, they're more mindful of their surroundings. So like when we rode through Vietnam, people do ride a lot of motorcycles and they're hyper aware. So I think the fear that people have is the fear of the unknown. You know, I don't speak the language or I don't know what the food is, but the biking is actually no more dangerous than riding your bike to work, which isn't very dangerous at all.
everyone's just trying to go to work, put food on the table, and get the newest phone. No matter where you go in the world, actually, everyone's just out living their life and just taking pictures.
Nice. Do you speak Spanish?
Enough to get by, yeah.
Enough to get by. Yeah. Cool.
When you're there, you just learn.
Gracias. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So what's up?
What do you want to know, Hugh? I'll tell you whatever you want. I might not tell you the truth, but I'll tell you whatever you want.
Cool. So, when did you come to Alaska?
Long time ago. I grew up here. I was born here, and then I was gone for a long time. But I came to Alaska in the sense that 1993 I showed up in this place.
So, what would you say someone who is new to Alaska and new to bicycle, maybe? Do you get those kind of customers a lot?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people who walk in here, you know, they're from some other part of the country, some other part of the world, and they're like, how do I do this here? You know? Which is a valid question because you have a short summer.
Right.
And a long winter.
With the snow, and it makes it, you know, bumpy.
It makes it bumpy, it makes it loose, it makes the bike just want to not be a bike. So you have to learn how to kind of ski on your bike. You go so slow, that's the thing. Just like the task of staying upright takes a lot of mental energy at some point. I find I have to like really pay attention to where I'm going and what like the next thing 3 feet in front of me is and how to get over it. And it makes you feel tough because like your face gets full of snow and you're cold, but you're like, I did it. I rode, 30, 40 miles and it's really cold, so.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Thanks for sharing.
Yes, pleasure.
何回でも撮りますとも、だって美しいんだもん。
We're working hard.
Amanda and Oliver, they are the first people I met at this bicycle shop, and
True, isn't it?
yes, and I came here because I wanted to buy the bicycle that I'm going to go around the world, and they are the one who sold it to me. So, and would you mind talking
Sure, we
about
can
my
talk about your
bicycle?
bike for you.
Yeah.
Well, Hugh, this is your bike, obviously.
Yes.
You know that. So you bought yourself a steel Salsa Fargo. It's cool for a number of reasons. Probably my favorite reason is that it's made of steel. And steel is heavy, but you cannot destroy it. Like, it goes forever. The nice thing about steel is it's kind of flexy. If you break it, you just bend it back into place. Because it's plastic. Like, who the hell knows how to fix plastic? I don't. But like steel, you can always rely on it. And if you're gonna be out in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of nice to have a bike that you know is not gonna like completely break on you. It's always reparable. You can always fix it. Plus, it's like the ultimate sort of touring setup in the sense that it is low maintenance. It doesn't have a whole lot of moving parts. The only parts that move are the cranks and the wheels and stuff. There's not a whole lot that can break on it. You have a really simple drivetrain. You have mechanical brakes, which are not going to fart out on you. Like, everything about the bike is, it's kind of like a Subaru in the sense that you can just like, as things start to deteriorate, you just fix them. But the whole bike never needs to be replaced. It just goes forever. Everything on the bike is a really easy fix if something goes wrong. Plus, you have all the space to put seat bags and a rack if you want, and a frame bag, and all the rack stays and mounting points and stuff on the fork. So you can just get all the stuff that you need. You can effectively put your house on your bike. And since you don't have any you don't have a suspension fork, you don't have any rear suspension, nothing moves, so the bags are always going to be in the same place all the time. Which is great, because you don't want to have to fiddle with that stuff. You just want it to be there and not have to think about it.
Right.
Which is kind of the great thing about bikes like this. You just don't have to think about them. You know, nothing really changes from one day to the next. So that was my thinking.
Thank you. Do you know anything about like a company of salsa?
Salsa's great. I've never owned a Salsa, but I really, the thing that I think that they do best, and everyone else in the shop I think would probably attest to this, is they make really good adventure bikes.
Awesome.
A very good looking bike. Those tires are beefy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, the cool thing about you've got so much clearance for large tires on there.
I am looking forward to
So just doing the thing.
transform this bicycle into a tour.
Into your house, yeah.